All right, let's get a quick check now what's playing out in the crypto market. And we see it's mostly red at this point with, Bitcoin still searching for direction and investors, trying to find, that sweet spot, right there when it comes to Bitcoin. But we're seeing $76,163. We're seeing a range trade there. Sometimes it falls to about $75,000, then makes its way back to 76, but it gets hit back around $76,200. Then we see it's mostly red for the altcoins at this point, the major cryptocurrencies on coin market cap. Let's bring in Olumide Additional now, the natural market analyst. Hello, Olumide.
Good afternoon. It's a very cool afternoon in the crypto market.
Yeah, quite cool at this point. But, definitely looking at price action, so far, there's not much fun, in this market. Bitcoin is not giving the direction that, most of these investors are looking for. For you, what is the right trade right now? Is it just to stay in cash, or are we to short this at this point?
It seems like this is going to be a bloodbath. If you look at historically, Bitcoin has dropped for the fourth straight month. In the past week, about $500 billion have been lost. Bitcoin is at its 10-month low. It has wiped up all these gains since President Trump took office. And you look at what is really happening in the market, you become so frightened about Bitcoin and the crypto market outlook. President Trump surprised the market by appointing an hawkish man at the most powerful central bank in the world. That already pushed precious metals and other assets regarded as safe haven, but they bounced back. We're seeing Bitcoin, Ethereum not bouncing back. We are also seeing cascade of losses in the derivatives market, where roughly $10 billion was lost in the span of 8 days. Since October 10th, 10th of October 2025, we've not seen those kind of liquidations in recent times. So the problem right now is that there's liquidity exit as great miles. What is really supporting the market now might not be in the next few weeks or months. This is based on ETFs inflows and MicroStrategy position in Bitcoin, which is already in the red. We're seeing big hedge funds down by almost $9 billion. I'm talking of Bitmine exposure in Ethereum. We're looking at also the likes of MicroStrategy also having analyzed loss of about 1.5 billion when Bitcoin dropped to 73,000 low. So it's really a very scary place to really put your money in right now.
Right, and definitely, it almost seems like this cycles is you go through it every time. If you've been in this market, long enough, I mean, maybe 2016, 2017, you've seen all those highs where Bitcoin rallies so much. Then when the pullbacks happen, everybody gets scared, and you feel like it's the end. Is this the end? Yeah, is this another end?
You know what scares a lot of investors right now is that this sell-off is coming at a time where the United States has a pro-crypto president. There's more support there's more political support in this space. I think the problem really is much of the fact that we have systemic problems as usual. Too many altcoins in the market, rug pulls, the space is still very unregulated. So much manipulation, rug pulls still happening that has distorted legitimate investment in the long term. We are also looking at the space that which AI has also changed the dynamics of risk assets. Look at the likes of Google already hitting the $4 trillion. Looking at NVIDIA, Microsoft recently dropped. So investors have better options to look into rather than just putting their money on digital assets.
Right. So, do you see some kind of catalyst on the horizon in February for this market?
To be honest with you, Ladi, I don't think I want to bet against a falling knife, hot knife. But I think what makes a difference is any support from institutional or ETFs inflows, because really that's what really supporting Bitcoin, really holding that 75,000 fragile support level. Any drop again towards the 70,000, then we might be talking of 50,000 Bitcoin again. So, Ladi, I think for now it's best for investors to take very cautious look in this market.
All right. Well, as you said, it's not just a falling knife, a hot falling knife. Thank you so much, Lumide Adesina.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and that's a picture right there for most. That's for risk assets like Bitcoin and all of those altcoins. But we're seeing the metals market is shining, and some of these indexes on the global space not looking so bad at this point. We'll get a sense of the Thursday trade tomorrow, but that's the show today.